One of the most famous passages from the Christian Bible comes from the first chapter of the Gospel of John, which begins, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." This word, we find out, if we keep reading the Gospel, is Jesus. Although word in Greek, logos, can mean many things, for example, reason, mind, rationality, I'd like to think about this term word in our simple English understanding as a word that can be read, a word that can be interpreted as a unit of text. Now this word that was God, it is said in John chapter 1, became flesh and dwelled among us. This is, in the larger realm of Christian theology, the incarnation, God becoming human. But in light of what I've just proposed, this is also text, a word becoming flesh. It is, in a sense, the infinite, a word, an unidentified word that could mean anything, becoming finite, a bounded, embodied, flesh and blood human. The undefinable word has become the definable human with skin color, hair color, build, and features. Now the word suddenly has a sex, a gender, a race. But what if our reading of bodies could be as infinite as our reading of a word? What if the transformation of the word into flesh is not infinite into finite, but infinite into equally infinite? Can we think of bodies this way? What would happen to race if we could think of bodies, our own, those of our loved ones, those of strangers on the subway, not as fixed, but as endlessly interpretable? I don't think we would necessarily explode the concept of race and live in a so-called post-race world, but I think we could put race and other such identity markers in perspective. It is just one option among an infinite variety of interpretations. In this way, I think the Judeo-Christian understanding of human beings made in God's image, in the image of the divine, doesn't have to mean that humans are a reflection or an echo, but a proclamation of the infinite nature of every human being and every human body.